Hi, Jimmy Noble here. We're going to be making a couple of videos today back to back, and I'm going to talk fast because I've got to keep this condensed to make sure that you can watch it on YouTube. I got like a 10-minute time limit. Listen, we're going to go over the number one mistake. This is the number one mistake in regards to pricing a property in today's market. I'm going to go over two different sets of scenarios, and I know you can't read this, but this is fact. This is I'm going to go over a contract property. So if you ask any of these people what's going on with the market, they're going to say, hey, the market's great. I'm moving on with my life. I'm going to be where it is that I want to be. And then we've got another section of active listings. So we're going to go over the two of them. We're going to dissect the property history. Make no mistakes, my friends. When you've been on the market before, nothing that's occurred in the past is a secret. It's all online, and I'm going to show you. I'm touching the tip of the iceberg here with this information. So, in respect to people's privacy, I'm not going to read their property address out loud or go any of that or talk about their agents. I'm just going to go over the scenario. So we got a property here. It was on the market for 3 days, and it looks like, according to the history here, it looks like it was on the market in February the 17th. It looks like it was on for $400,000. And then I see it went under contract, and then the price on the property where it shows it on the multiple list was moved up to $409. What that tells me is they went on the market for 3 days, multiple offer situation, and they're moving towards settlement. Good job, guys. And we got another one here, guys. This is 20 days on the market. The history of the property: it went on the market January the 21st, February the 10th, went under contract. Mind you, also this one. Looks like, if I looked it up later, I would say it's going to sell for over list price. This one here, I'd say pretty close. You're going to find that houses in general sell 97-98% of list price at time of sale if they fall within that 60-day rule that I talk about in my previous introductory video. If you haven't, just to give you a heads up, if you haven't gotten our MLS market trend report along with our MLS property history report, go ahead and let us know. Shoot us an email. Our contact information will be at the end of this video. We got another house, $500,000 house. This particular property went on the market, and it was on the market for 223 days. Now, this home, let me print in 2 pages. This home had an adjustment in their price on January the 3rd, and then on February the 5th, they sold. They went. So, you can see the time from having either hitting the market or adjusting the price. You move. This house here on the market, $309 under contract. 326 days on the market. January the 29th, they had an adjustment in their price, and February the 13th, they went under contract. Another one under contract, $189. Now this property, interesting enough, this property went through 1, 2, 3, 4. This property went through 5 different agents. Total days on the market, get this, 642 days. So 642 days on the market, went on the market for $189, and and that was on December the 20th, and then on January the 18th, went under contract, no changes in regards to price. Now those guys, if you talk to them, for the most part, they're going to tell you, hey, the market's great. Let's face it, if you go on the market and you get buyers, especially if you get multiple buyers fighting for your house, it means you did everything right, everything that you needed to. Now this group, these guys are on the market, and some of these homes have been on the market with multiple agents, multiple days, and this is, and mind you, I haven't even gotten to the part in regards to the mistake. And the mistake is in having a strategy, and I'll show you where we went wrong. This guy's, 363 days on the market. They went through 1, 2, they went through 3 agents. So the variable that they changed was the agent. They changed it 3 times. The last agent put it on here February 26th, so just yesterday, and listed pretty much the same price. They moved the number a little bit, but pretty much the same price that it was before. This house here, 990 days on the market. 1, 2, 3, 4. They've been on the market 5 different times. The variable that they changed, looks like it was the agent. Mind you, the first time they went on the market was back in 2006. So the fact of the matter is, they could have sold for much more than they're selling for right now had they had a little bit of strategy in place. Every time they went on the market, yeah, they pretty much, there were a couple small, like minor, so minor that it wouldn't bring a new buyer in, adjustments each time, but I could have told you, I can look at a lot of these online and tell you the outcome based on the history. You know, 573 days on the market. They've had two different agents. They've had the same price. They first came on in 2010 for 547. They came off in January of 2012, and they went back on for 547. So the variable they changed was the agent. No other variable there. Guys, marketing part of marketing is pricing the product you're selling accordingly. And having a strategy in place. 600 days on the market, actually 606. Two different agents. The variable that they changed there was they changed the agent. Let's go. Let's see. We got another one here. What do we got? 322 days on the market. One agent. And they had a change in price. They listed initially back on the 25th of July. They had a change in price on the 24th of October. They moved the price a little bit, and I would say not enough to attract a new buyer, a different set of buyers, so to speak. So that's October that they made the last adjustment in their price. Definitely more than the 60-day rule. If I had to put money on it, I'd say that they're not going, unless they make an adjustment, they're not going to sell. Now, here's the thing. I'm not telling everybody that you've got to move your price. What I'm saying is that if you looked at the market trends report that we had in our last video, you'll notice the trend in the market started in 2000, went up, peaked in 2006, and then went down. Oftentimes, I'll meet people and they'll say, hey, I have an appraisal. You know, my appraisal came in for $450,000. I say, my next question is, when was the appraisal done? And the appraisal might have been done in 2007. That's one. It couldn't, you know, the appraisals aren't even set up in the same format as they were back in 2007, and the market has dropped significantly since that point. Here's what I'm saying: is if you follow the 60-day rule, if you go on the market at a price, I'll put you on. Truth be told, I'll put you on the market at pretty much any price that makes sense. But it's not. The mistake I see is that when people go on, they figure out what they want to go on for. In their head, they spend the money, and then they just wait 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 2 years, 900 days, 600 days, and they're tied up on the market, and they say the market stinks. Get rid of this agent. Another agent shows up into the picture, and they tell the person exactly what they want to hear. They put it on at the same price or almost the same price to where, you know, it's going to produce the same outcome. So instead of picking a price, and at that point where you sit down with the agent, you're either going to win or you're going to lose, have a strategy in place. My intention in showing you the back end of this business and the behind the scenes stuff that most of the public doesn't see but really truly has access to if they have an agent who's willing to show them this information. This back end of the business will show you that over 90% of the time homes sell within 60 days of having an adjustment in price, oftentimes more closer to 30 days. So what I'm trying to tell you is that if you're not getting the activity, feedback, and results, and by results what I mean is offers that turn into contracts that you're looking for, you got to change a variable, guys. Now, when we do, you know, I have a listing agent, buyer's agent, you know, myself, I manage everybody, and an admin. So each person has their own particular area of expertise. You know, I'm not in there taking my own photos. I have a professional photographer that does that part of the job. What I'm really trying to get at here is, guys, there needs to be a strategy. And that's a big piece of the puzzle that I see missing more often than not. The variable that's changed is often the agent, and that's because oftentimes they don't have the integrity, I think anyway, and I might be wrong, they don't have the integrity to sit down and tell you, hey, if we don't get if we do not get this price that we initially come up with, remember, I'm not writing a check, and you want to sell the house. So we have to have a strategy. How do we get the highest price we can get in today's market from a buyer? And that's what we're here to help with. You know, listen, my name's Jimmy Noble. You can call me. My number is 410-258-0566. That's 410-258-0566. You can also find me on YouTube or fasthomesale.com. That's it, fasthomesale.com. Thanks so much, and have a great day.